Hello guys. Okay, so I'm here to do a little video to show you exactly how the B-Box baby bottles work. I just did a blog over these, so feel free to read my blog. It's going to tell you a little bit of the same stuff, but I'm just going to show you exactly how these work. So the B-Box baby bottles have two different measurements on here. The black one is for a standard bottle. They actually come with an attachment to allow you to use it as a regular bottle. The blue one, there's a little symbol down here that shows you that that is for the formula compartment. So if you want to use it with the formula compartment, use the blue. If you want to use a normal bottle, use the gray. I'm going to show you the little attachment that they give you whenever you buy these bottles to make them regular. It's just a simple little cap. But I like this feature because if you buy it and you decide that you don't like the formula compartment design, you can use it as a regular bottle. It's a little pricey for a regular bottle, but at least it's not a complete waste of money. I like these. I think they work well. I do not think that they're worth the $20 price tag that they have, but they do function and I do recommend them. So I'm going to show you how they work. I already got that attached. So here's your formula compartment. There's actually two different parts here. This white one slides off of the green one to clean it a little easier. I'm not going to show you how to do that quite yet because I want to show you how to fill these up. This lid has an O-ring around it, which makes it extremely difficult to screw on and off. But at least it's got a good seal. But still a little annoying. If you have arthritis or joint pains, I wouldn't recommend purchasing this bottle because of that, or have someone else open it for you, because that is actually really hard to get open. These hold 4 scoops of formula, which is standard for most formulas for 8 ounces, since it's an 8-ounce bottle. So we're going to do 4 scoops here. And some reviews say that it doesn't hold 4 scoops of formula. That's pretty similar to the mixer reviews. If you don't pack the formula down, it's not. So we're going to pack it down, or you're going to be able to get your 4 scoop in there. And then you're going to pack it down again before you screw your lid on there, because if you have formula in those tracks and that lid screws down on it, it's not going to make a very good seal and it's going to leak on you. We're actually going to tap that lid off because it's got formula on it. Now we're going to screw this back on. Again, it's actually pretty difficult to screw it on all the way. And make sure it's tight so it doesn't leak on you. And now we're going to attach it to the bottle. This little O-ring that comes with it slides down, and it's got little spacers right here. The O-ring is actually kind of a butt to get down all the way, and if it's not down all the way, whenever you go to screw your bottle on there, it's going to leak on you. This actually happened to me the very first time I used these bottles. I put it in my formula bag and I went to go to use it. The water had leaked out everywhere. Whenever I had opened it up, I figured out that the O-ring was popped up, and that's the reason why it leaks. So I usually, before I fill these up with water, I get like a paper clip or fork or anything that's going to fit in this little crevice and kind of push it down a little bit. Now you're going to attach it to the bottom of the bottle. You're going to make sure it's good and tight so it don't leak on you. And then you're going to add your water. And I already got 8 ounces of water measured out here. And you're going to screw that down nice and tight. So the blue measurement, you see how that comes up all the way to 8 ounces here? Because that's you're using your formula compartment, so you want to make sure you use this side. If you're using your formula compartment, do not use the gray side. As you can see, they're going to have a lot less water in here than what you actually need if you use that gray side, and that can be dangerous for your little one later on because they're going to get too much formula and not enough water, and they can get dehydrated. So make sure you use the blue one and the gray one for the different attachments that you're using. This is the standard stock nipple that comes with the B-Box bottles. All of them come with stage 1, and that's one of my personal bad comments about this bottle, because whenever I bought these, my son was on stage 2, and I didn't want to spend the extra $5 to get stage 2 nipples. So to resolve my problem, I just used one of the Parent Plus Choice nipples that I already had for one of his bottles. They fit. If you look on my blog, I have a list of brand nipples that work with this bottle as well, just in case your baby's not fond of these nipples. So just look on my blog and you can see all the different kind of nipples that works with it. They got a little vent right here. There's actually, you can't see it, but there's a very tiny slit right there to allow air back into the bottle. I don't like it because it sometimes leaks. They actually even state on their website to try and keep this hole up, that way it don't leak. I don't think it should leak because it's designed to let air into the bottle, not formula out of the bottle. But that's just me. So now we're going to put the cap on. And I'm going to show you how to use these bottles. With the way the B-Box is designed, the formula compartment, the formula tends to pack itself in there really well. And since it's already packed full, because you have trouble getting your 4-scoop in there, you got to pack it down. There's not a lot of space left in here for the water whenever you push this up. So whenever you push this up, if you have the water or the bottle standing up like this, the water's going to go in there, but there's no room to allow it to really mix the formula. So it's going to clump, and you're going to have a hard time getting all this out. And that's actually stated in a lot of the negative reviews that I saw, especially on Amazon. So I came up with a little trick. It may or may not work for you guys, depending on what kind of formula you use, because some is a little bit more powdery than others, some sticks to more others, but for the formula that I use for my son seems to work. So whenever you're ready, you flip it upside down, and you push that down. You see how I push it down, and it releases 3 kind of really small holes here, and that's how the formula gets in there now. And I just kind of tap it to get as much formula out of that compartment as I possibly can to give it more room to mix. And then I flip it upside down and allow the water in there and start shaking it like a normal bottle. And since the bottom of it is clear, you can actually see in there really well. And you see the way that I just did that, if you look in there, there is absolutely no formula left. So the way that I just did that works really, really well. You should, if you do purchase this bottle, I would try using it that way. And since this cap keeps the nipples from leaking, you can turn it upside down and don't have to worry about any leaking whatsoever. So all the formula is completely dissolved. And also, you got to keep in mind whenever you do that, you've just opened up a whole bunch of space down here. So your ounces is going to drop, but don't get confused. You still have 8 ounces in here, even though that says 7.5. You still have 8 in here. It just didn't account for all that space that you weren't using up before. But I enjoy these bottles. They work really well. I don't like how much bigger they are than standard bottles. If you look at a normal bottle compared to the B-Box, they're actually quite a bit bulkier around, and they're a lot higher up. They do take a little bit more room up in your diaper bag than what a normal bottle bottle does. I'm going to give a comparison of the Mixie and the B-Box here. Mixies and the B-Box are about the same size. Mixie is a little bit bigger around. I have a video over my Mixie. If you want to look at it, just go to the Mixie blog on my website and you can look at it. And there's a detailed description on how to use these and some negative reviews about it too. But both bottles work really well. I like both bottles. I recommend both bottles to parents who travel a lot. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like and follow me on my social media pages. They're listed on my blog. And I hope you guys have a great day.